Okay, so I'm actually going to show you this one two different ways. And the first way is if you have a little bit of a problem with remembering how to do this, this will make it easy for you to remember. So the first way I'm going to show you is I'm going to take, okay, the rule is, here we go. The rule is you cannot have a square root in your denominator, okay? So we got to get rid of it. Now you can leave it there long enough to work with, but like if you have a problem, you have to reduce and it's in there. And by the time you get done reducing it and taking care of it, whatever, you've gotten rid of it, that's great. But if this is what you've got, you got to get rid of that square root of 10. So the first way you can do it is just multiply by everything that's in the denominator. And this, again, like I said, is in case if you can't remember how to do these, you can do this and it'll work. It works just fine. And then we multiply straight across. So 5 times 3 gives me 15 times the square root of 10. This 3 times the square root of 10 times 3 times the square root of 10 is 3 times 3 times square root of 10 times the square root of 10. The top stays the same. The bottom becomes 9 times 10. Because remember, when you multiply two square roots together, it becomes the whole number. So then we have 15 over the square root of 10. And the thing about doing it this way is you have a little more reducing. And then you have to figure out 15 goes into 96 times. So 15 goes into itself once, and it goes into 96 times. So you wind up with your final answer as being 1 times the square root of 10 over 6, or you could write it as just the square root of 10 over 6. Okay, now here's the second way you can do it, because like I said, the square root of the number in the denominator is the offending factor here. So here's how I'm going to do it. We have 5 over 3 times the square root of 10. And so this time I'm just going to multiply by the offending factor, the square root of 10. Okay, and so when I do it that way, we wind up with 5 times the square root of 10. So we've already reduced a little bit, and we have 3 times the square root of 10 times the square root of 10. That comes out to be 5 times the square root of 10 on top, and 3 times 10 on the bottom, which gives me 5 times the square root of 10 over 30, over 30. And again, this time, 5 goes into itself once, 5 goes into 36 times, and we wind up with the same answer as we did before of square root of 10 over 6. So that's how you do it.